Hey everybody, Sam here. I am so excited to be here with my friend Dagmar. You probably met Dagmar on a micro interview before. We are doing a bonus episode with her because she has some really great information to share with us. And if you are ready to create a life you love one choice at a time, let's start now. So Dagmar, I'm so excited you're here. Introduce yourself and we're just going to have a little bit of conversation and see where it goes.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Sam, for having me the second time. I really appreciate that. And I really feel honored to speak to your audience. So thank you.
You are welcome. So I know that some things have changed in your world since in the last few months, or maybe it's almost been a year, maybe since we did the micro interview. It's been a little while. So things have changed, and now you're doing more with AI. And I think you had a message possibly that you wanted to share with women, kind of around that topic and how we can use it to support us. So go
Yeah.
ahead and just start telling your story a little bit. We'll just have a chat.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm a computer scientist. So when AI came around, it really interested me. And in the beginning, I thought, yeah, AI can't be, with AI, you cannot be authentic if you use it for content marketing. So for content creation. And, but then I started doing it more and more and using it more and more. And I thought I might help people with, y- with, I might support people with using AI. So that where it all came together. So, and the message that I wanted to share is that you don't have to be tech savvy to use it. So that's the thing. Yeah, I'm bringing to the world. Yes.
Yeah, so you don't have to be tech savvy. And you also have to be willing to say, hey, I need to have AI to bounce something off of where you don't have to feel like you're doing things all on your own. I know that you've experienced a lot of women, it feels like they have a little bit of pushback. What's your experience been with that?
Yeah, exactly. So as women, we have to juggle a lot of things. So we have different roles. We are wives, we are mothers, we are sisters and daughters, and maybe we have to juggle a business too. And we always think we have to be perfect in everything. And we then tend to not ask for help if we need it. And I know this for sure from me. So, but as you always say, you can only give if your cup is overflowing. So, and sometimes we need help to get our cup filled again, right? So, and I was thinking about that. And the biggest struggle we have is that we actually don't ask for help. So, and that is most times it is either because of that we feel that people judge us, we don't have our act together, or maybe that we feel rejection. So somebody could say no if we ask for help. And yeah, that's hard to take in. So,
I
and
spoke with a woman a couple months ago, and she actually works with women trying to help them know this similar thing and in regards to asking for help. And she says all the research shows that men, they know they need help. They're not afraid to ask for help, but the women are dealing with the very thing you're talking about, that we feel like if we ask for help, that for some reason that makes us less than. But what that reminds us is that we're built for community, that we need each other. And we're not supposed to try and do life alone.
yes, that's so right. And I love that you're offering this environment for women, so where they can get help and support and share their experiences. But I'm here to talk about that there is another thing that can help you, and it might sound funny, but you can use AI up there. So especially ChatGPT. And I had a really funny experience one day when I sat down and I was creating a business plan. And I asked ChatGPT for help, and he gave me a really solid plan. and I started to turn things around. So I wanted to make it my way, of course. So I changed things. I said, could we change this? Could we change that? And it always said, yeah, of course, we can do that. That works too. And it's great. And so you get always the support and motivation from ChatGPT. And I really love that. And so I turned it around, and I really took it left and right and back and forth in all directions. And in the end, I was actually at the place where ChatGPT started suggesting what it started suggesting to me. And when I realized that, I sat in front of my computer and I had to laugh that hard because I thought, if I would have done this to a person, to a human being, what would they have thought? So maybe they got frustrated because me getting them around in different direction and then taking them back, and in the end taking their advice. And I thought they would have said maybe, "See, I told you in the beginning."
And
But
wait, you're saying Chat GPT did not say, well, that sounds like a great idea. Where did you come up with that?
yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
it was such a great experience. And what I wanted to get over to you also is, it's you don't have to be tech savvy. You just have a conversation with it. So people are talking about prompt designing, and if you ever want to have some things correct from the beginning, you need to think about prompt designing. And it's something that I teach also. But sometimes it's just a conversation. You can let it flow and it never judges you. There is no ego involved. It's just pure support. And I really love it. So,
Yeah, I started using Chat GPT just over a year ago, and I dabbled in it just a little, and I'm like, this feels creepy to me. I'm not sure. I tried a couple of other programs to see if I liked them better or whatever, and I went back to Chat GPT. It's the one I prefer. There are other good programs out there. I know a lot of people use Gemini or Claude, and I like Chat GPT better. And I remember when I first got connected to it and I messaged my dad and I'm like, hey, have you done this thing yet? And he messaged me back the next day and he's like, I stayed up till after midnight asking it questions. And, it really is great because as a content creator for what I do with my women's community and my admin company and all the things, you do want to just have your voice. You don't want to if you put out something and somebody can read it and know that's not what she would say, that's not, and they can tell it was AI, that's the
mhm,
wrong way to use it. But to
yeah,
use it in a way to help you get ideas and to create, like one of the things I do is I say, I'm going to do a brain dump. These are all the things that I have about this one project that I'm working on that I want to tell this, this, and this. Can you make it make sense for me? And it goes, "What?" And I'm like,
yes, right.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
what
not
I
my
meant. Exactly. That's exactly what was in here that I
yeah.
could have never, I mean, I probably could have, but it would have taken hours to get to the same place.
Yeah, I love to use it for creating ideas, and also like you just said to sort your thoughts, because sometimes I have so many things in my head too, and I just don't get it in the way I would love to see it. And it just put it all in and it comes up with something. And maybe you have to adjust it, but it's a foundation you can work on. I love that. Mm.
Yeah, for sure. So I know some people name theirs. Do you have a name? Do you call your chat GPT a name?
No, actually I don't. I never
Okay.
thought about it. But that
Yeah.
is a great idea.
One of my friends, hers, she named it Gem, but it's GEM, like a gemstone. Right.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice,
So
nice.
Gem.
Yeah,
And her name is Jade, so that's why she did Gem. And then I
sure.
haven't named mine. I haven't named mine, but I'm really thinking about it. And so I think that having fun with it, using it as a resource, as a way to help for especially so many solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, people that don't have a team around them to bounce ideas off of, say, hey, like I did about the project. This is everything I have. How can we streamline it? How can we make it good? Or, this is everything about my business. This is my business plan and I want to do XYZ. How does that fit in or does it? And then it'll show you. And it's just, like you said, no judgment. Absolutely no judgment. And unfortunately, we live in a world where people judge. We say we don't. And I actually say I don't judge. I do make observations though. And I try not to judge. I try and meet people where they're at. But as humans, it's just we're human, right? And so I definitely think there's an appropriate place for AI in our world. And I'm thankful that there's people out there like you that can help women specifically understand that you don't have to be tech savvy, that you don't have to have all the answers. You can truly just have a conversation with a friend.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually, sometimes because you said you don't need to know everything, so sometimes ChatGPT gives me an answer and says, "Now you need your target audience. Tell me what your target audience is," and maybe you don't know. So in the beginning, I was okay. Now it can't help me anymore, but it's not the case because you can tell him it. Yeah, so I work with these and these and these people, and I would like, and it helps you to create your target audience. So every time I come to a point where I think, oh, I can't do that, I can actually ask the AI again. It helps in every situation. It's really awesome. I love it.
Oh, good. Well, Dagmar, I'm so excited to be connected with you. And I'll make sure that your links and everything are around this video. So if somebody wants to reach
Yeah.
out to you to learn more about how they can use AI just in their life, in their business or whatever, I know you would be happy to connect with them. You have any final thoughts before we wrap up today?
No, I think it's all said. Thank you.
Okay. Well, very good. I'm happy to know you.
Yeah, I'm happy to know you too. Thank you, Sam.
Bye.